This podcast contains adult language and crude humor. Listener discretion is advised.
Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited cause we understood.
Trolls! Balls! They're everywhere! Thrall's Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Bentolas, Gershom, Flerpy, and Wooly.
What is up, swingers, from the early summer streets, temporary headquarters of the Thrall's Balls podcast? Welcome to episode 137 of the Thrall's Balls podcast. I just bumped my mic. No one's done that in a while. Sweet. I am Gershom, the sassy ass beast mastery hunter, and for the first time in a while, I hope you guys enjoyed that cold open. I don't sing all the time, but I'm singing today because I'm here with my boasties, Bentolas and Flerpy. What's up, guys?
Hey.
What up, guys? What's going on?
I'm so excited that we're all back together. I'm like super exuberant about it. I know.
We're back.
So excited. What have you guys like not like in real life? Everything's good or like yeah?
It's been months, years. I feel like years.
It's
right?
like years.
years.
A few years since we talked.
It's been 84 years.
We've grown. We've friends have become enemies. Enemies have become friends. It's been a long season of years.
As long as it's not me becoming your enemy, then we're good.
You've always been my enemy, so that works out well. You're my arch nemesis.
That hurts. Flerpy, I missed you.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
That's Bent. He's my arch nemesis.
There you go. Oh, you guys, before I even tell the joke, I have the funniest story to tell you. So our neighborhood is having like this big like neighborhood yard sale thing today that I couldn't participate in because my neighbor's a dick and he hogged up the whole backyard and the front yard. And there were a bunch of people walking right by my house and it was really uncomfortable. But anyways, so I didn't do it. But we were walking around looking at the other yard sales and I found like this tiny little like foam finger and I almost bought it like to write like collected company on it and I didn't buy it. I'm like, that's ridiculous. But it was like tiny, like it was one that you could put on one finger and be like, collected company. Anyways, I thought that was funny.
I like it.
Do you guys want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
Okay. So Illidan walks into a bar. He's got his bandana on, like always. And he sits down at the bar. And he goes, "Hey, I just had the longest day. Bring me a drink. You want to hear the funniest joke about orcs you've ever fucking heard?" And the bartender's like, "Well, before you go ahead and say that joke, let me let you know, I myself am an orc. On one side of you, there are 2 combat veterans who are orcs. Behind you is the owner of this bar, who's an orc. And on your other side is my girlfriend, who's an orc. So do you still want to tell that joke?" And Illidan goes, "Nah, none of them gonna have to explain it 5 times.
I get it.
You got it for once?
Yeah, I get it because
actually tailored up as a blonde joke back in the day.
Because in lore, orcs are fucking stupid, right?
Work. Yeah, I think so. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Did Ben just actually get it?
No, I got it right away. I think some orcs are really dumb, but some orcs are really they're like a weird society. I feel like you're either like a genius or you're a dumbass.
So
you're like a thrall or you're a peon.
Because look at Thrall and the other guy. Like they're like really smart shamans, and then you have like GARROSH, who's just like a meathead.
So who is the dumbest? Well, like I guess like race, right? In WoW, what's the dumbest one? Objectively.
Volpira. No, I don't know.
I guess playable race, right? Like dumbest playable race in WoW.
Volpira are smart. They're like very cunning.
Yeah.
I know they are clever. I shouldn't have said that. I just don't like them very much.
Undead, maybe? Like they're kind of
like rotted brains.
Undead are ruthless.
They're pretty smart though. I mean, Sylvanas was smart. Even when she was a banshee, she was smart. She played her game and she waited to get her body back and stuff. So no, undead is scratch.
I feel like
it's sad that it might be orcs or Or Tauren.
Tauren.
Like meatheads.
I feel like Tauren don't have a lot of book knowledge, but I feel like they're like really good with like street knowledge.
Yeah.
That's how I would see orcs too, maybe though. Like orcs might be like a little bit dumb here and there, but I don't know. Like like not a lot of book knowledge, but a lot of like earth and like work knowledge. So I guess it's not really fair to call anyone dumb. Like maybe everyone's smart in their own way.
Let's take it another way. What class is the dumbest class? And not like the players. I mean, like in the game, what's the dumbest class?
Hunters.
No. Like you're like players, right? Like hunter
Warrior.
Players it's their warrior.
Yeah, they're like it's all
Are they like the
combat
meathead
knowledge.
jock guy? Kind of.
Yeah, they are kind of meatheady. Yeah, I think
I
Death
know.
Knight maybe they're kind of the same thing, right? Like they're just like metalheads and.
Maybe. I don't know. I only play hunters, and I said that I offered it right up. I was like hunters, because everyone says that about us, because it's just like point and click, which is kind of true. But I mean,
Wait, we forgot about the Coltiran. Like they're clearly dumb, right?
all
right, so
Dana's a Coltiran. She's pretty smart.
That's a good
Fucking
point.
wow.
Did we lose you, Ben?
Uh-oh. Where'd Ben go?
Can you hear me?
Quiet. Yeah, now we can. Okay.
Now we can.
WoW school. Go back to WoW school.
You go back to WoW school. Sorry. Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, I feel like if you don't have any, like, fucking powers or anything, I feel like, alright, well, you could just be a fucking warrior. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as, like, Colterans being dumb, I mean, if they had no powers, they still have that haymaker, that racial, that thing where they just
They're
punch
really
you in
good
the
at
side
the
of your
boat.
head.
They're really good at boat shit. Like, aren't they, like, a naval society? So, like,
Boat shit.
Yeah.
What do
boat
you do?
shit.
I do boat shit.
I do
Mostly.
boat shit. You just did some boat shit.
I did a week of boat shit.
How did
I
that
do
go?
boat shit, too.
I was
You went on a boat?
I was on a 7-day cruise and I had 11 hangovers. So you can do the fucking math on that.
Wow, that is amazing. That is so cool. Well, I was not on a cruise and I didn't have that many hangovers. Never mind. I've actually been not drinking so much except for today. What have you guys? So have you been playing WoW? What have you been up to? Ben, have you been playing? I know Flerpy's barely been playing.
I got back on Monday night this week, so I've been playing pretty hardcore. And yeah, at Raid we got 6 bosses down, including Dathia, which was nice.
Oh, nice, nice.
I also had to sit someone for the first time in my Raid
Oh, no.
League career.
Not true.
You know, believe it or not, like everyone thinks it's like my favorite thing to do. Like I hate like telling people like I have to sit them, but
Like it was an actual real like go away sort of, not a warning.
so like they were
Not a get good, but like an actual you had to sit them.
Well, no, it wasn't even like the fact they were performing bad. I was gonna talk to them, and be like, you know, my initial plan was to let them see out the night and be like, hey, like you got to start like, you know, giving me numbers that are closer to other DPS than below the tank. But then like I expected its gear and none of it was enchanted, so I was like, you know what? I sat him and I said, listen, I'm gonna give you a list of shit I need you to do in the next couple weeks, and they get back in the fold. So the next day I messaged him like, you got to get this, this, and this enchanted. And you know, I was like, just take you know, I was like, take the next 2 weeks and just like really practice like getting your shit down, and then we'll get you back in the fold.
What class is this person playing?
And shaman.
Oh, okay. And so what happened? So you DM'd them and what happened?
Oh, okay.
I think Flerpy knows who it is.
Trying to figure it out.
It's okay. I don't know. Don't dox them. That's not nice. But what? So how did they respond to your DMs and stuff?
I mean, nobody likes being told they're being sat. I like to think they kind of took it well, but then like, you know, then like it was the whole like, you know, the bargaining. Like, oh well, it was the raid. You know, I don't want to like go into it, but you know, but it is what it is. And you know what? I think they'll be better for it. Well, I hope they will.
Yeah, I mean, I think you did it really well, right? Like, it's not just sitting somebody; it's sort of saying, "Here's the things that need to happen to be a part," right? And it kind of leaves it on them if they're going to do it or not.
Yeah, and you know, like we have a lot of new people rating this tier, and like they're all doing really well for considering we're going in heroic. And you know, like I mean, you know, it's being patient. It's not like I looked at it; it was just like, oh, his numbers suck. Like that wasn't what it was like Dathia. Like he was just, you know, they're running people over with the fucking lines. You know how it gets. You know how I am. I'm not like I can deal with the low numbers because I can always help someone get better. It's more of like, you're just like making the raid more difficult for everyone else for whatever reason. That's kind of where I'm like, okay. And then like, everything else kind of becomes a factor, right? Like, oh, well, this guy's not doing mechanics and he's not doing like, what is he here for?
Yeah. No.
Achievements. An amount. What are they there for? Sorry, that's not cool.
But you also, if you're gonna, I think if you're gonna raid at a heroic level, right? I mean, it's not normal, but it's not mythic, but at a heroic level, there has to be some expectation of performance and like just working with a group, right? Like that's what it is just working within a group environment. And
I mean, that's why I don't like to raid, because I get anxious about that stuff. And not that, like, if someone ever told me, like, oh, that's what constructive criticism or whatever, like, I can take that. But, I hope it works out for them, because I think sometimes maybe people just don't understand that they're making things harder. Like, maybe it's their first round or something. Like, I've had moments like that, too. I've never been sad, but, I've been talked to, like, hey, go watch some videos, here's some videos. And I'll be like, oh, okay, or whatever. And then, like, if I can't hang, I always tend to like politely just bow out. Like I had to do that the Sylvanas fight.
Well, that's a good
I was
thing
running
about
with
this
Uno
group,
I was running with Uno Mas. I was running with the DNR guys at the time of Sylvanas fight, and I was like, I'm not doing you guys any good. I'm out of here. Like they tried to tell me, they're like, here, watch these videos, and I just didn't get it. And I was like, I'm just gonna be like a bump in the road for you guys, and I bowed out. I didn't have to get sad. So.
Well, the good thing about like the group that like all the new guys, like they are like they're not doing damage because they just want to make sure they do mechanics right. It's always like a good problem to have, and it's more of like, going through, like I was looking at the logs for everyone just because like, I was doing a couple people. I was like, let me look at like some of the newer people, and all of them, like the big thing is they're just not pressing their damaging abilities enough, and I think a lot of it's just because they're playing like, they're like, oh shit, like this is coming in 10 seconds. Like I'm gonna wait and not press the button when they in reality should.
Yeah, and then realizing that your rotation should be a little bit different in raid. Like the few times I jump into raid, I realize like, oh wow, this isn't like my solo rotation. This isn't my open world rotation. Like there's cooldowns that you would never use. Like I know there's like different ways to like set up your hot bars, and there's like bartender and stuff. Like when you guys get into that stuff, it just blows me, because like I just have my one setup, like my one rotation for like open world playing, and then if I'm gonna jump in raid, I'm like, this isn't really functional for raid. So that's cool though. Like if they learn, I'm sure it'll work out fine.
Yeah, but I did that, and I timed a bunch of keys, and yeah, that's basically it.
Are you playing Pandaria? Are you playing the remix at all?
I was gonna, but I don't think I'm gonna now.
Okay.
Oh man,
I know, ouch.
Really?
I love
Not
it,
at all? Not at all? Okay, weird.
No, I don't really play anything outside retail, so.
Flerpy, did you play it all? The past 2 weeks, not just a week. I know.
Yeah, I played the week that Bent was out. I raided and did some keys, and blasted on my def, doing some blasty blast. Having a lot of fun with that. Me and Star have a little bit of a
With a Death Knight?
No. I've been playing Evoker, Devastation Evoker.
Oh.
Me and Star kind of set me down. We've worked through some rotations. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and hopefully, this week I'm a little behind now on the gear thing, having not played for a week. Like I just opened my vault today from Tuesday, and then I stepped into the Pandamonium for about 5 minutes. I'm actually like sitting in it right now, not doing anything, but I've started the opening quests and started a warrior there named Girthy Grandpa. So if you see
they are pretty.
I'm sorry.
The pandas are pretty girthy. I know what
Girthy Gramps. Girthy Gramps, a troll. Sorry, will be happy to know a troll named Girthy Gramps.
Oh, I thought you made a Pandaren because they're girthy.
No. This is Girthy Gramps is he's a girthy boy, but he's a troll. So I've stepped in and started messing around, and I like the intro. I mean, I know we're gonna talk about it. I really like. I want to see where it goes, but like, I don't know, it's kind of fun, right? I think I'm gonna play with it. So yeah.
Nice. And that was pretty much it for you, or?
Yeah, that's really it. I haven't had a ton of time. I was completely, totally detached, no internet, nothing for a week. So I've been out of the loop entirely.
International waters rules.
Yeah, well, there are no laws in international waters. Which, by the way,
There's some
okay,
laws.
so here's the thing. I have a thought, right? Okay, so I'm on this cruise, right? And it's, you know, it was a nice cruise. I was with my some family, right? And my family and then some extended family. We were having a really good time. But
Did you take your kid, or was it like a kid-free?
I did take my kid, and like my kid absolutely loved it. That's really why we went. Was we sort of did a friendly one, but my mom was there, and they were looking at like jewelry on the boat, which is like, why would you ever do this? But anyway, she's looking.
I like how you said "mom" with like 4 syllables, like my mom.
Well, I was
about to get a dumb mom story.
Well, no, not at all, right? I was just hesitant to, like, if I should sort of say who I was with. But anyway, so she's looking at jewelry, right? And they were looking at, like, to upgrade a diamond. And they're going through it, and they're talking about it. And the diamond that they were looking at upgrading was, like, priced at $156,000, okay?
I've never been on a cruise, so you can buy jewelry on a cruise?
Oh, you can buy all kinds of stuff, right? You can buy watches.
Okay.
You can buy
I've never been on a cruise.
Like, people just spend stupid money.
I keep interrupting, but I'm just...
No, you're fine. I did not, because I had the drink package and I was very drunk the whole time. But anyways, but my thought was like, you know, like if I were a less ethical human, which is hard to imagine, but if I were less ethical, like, why would you not, like, rob a cruise, right? Like, there's minimal security. It's on international waters, right? Like I want to know what the downside of knocking
What's your
the
exit
cruise.
strategy, though?
Well, that is hard, right?
Isn't there a jail on the boat? Isn't there, like, an international water sort of jail, like a brig?
There is, but the thing is, like,
you can't, like, hold anyone to law. It's just to put you on groundation, basically.
Yeah, like, what police are going to investigate it, right?
Yeah.
Now, you're right, Ben. That's the problem. The exit strategy is the problem. But I say, like, a mile out, you take the jump. You swim for a mile. You get in swim shape. You swim for a mile.
The boat is just gonna send a little dinghy that's just gonna like slowly go next to you.
You just need to get into like manatee form, like druid manatee form, and be like, peace out, bitches.
It would 100% need to be at least like a 10 or 20 person job. Like you would need people in on the boat, in on it, like.
But there's $1 million worth of jewelry on a boat, like, and minimal security and no police and international waters. Like, I'm like, this feels like the perfect crime, but nobody's
like, why
done
didn't
it.
Ocean's 47 take place on the fucking ocean?
And literally, it's on a fucking ocean. This would have made so
exactly.
much more sense. So anyways,
ironically, like the exit plan is like the whole thing for you. Like, how do you get off that boat?
So what happened with the?
Maybe you take one of the dinghies.
Diamond ring? Did you get?
No, my mom's not gonna get a $150,000 diamond ring on a boat. No.
Go spend that money on like a
I was like,
way much more
I would
online.
almost say,
on land.
Flerpy, that you should even try to get off the boat. What you could do is you would just drop it off to someone that works for the boat on the Gingy, and they can pretend like they forgot something on land. And they can take it to someone you trust. Like, that would actually be the play, because there's no way you're getting off that boat. They would figure out in like an hour, oh, who's the only person missing. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Like you would have to, like, that's the challenge, right? Is how do you get it off? How do you do the exit? But as soon as I figure it out, there will, y'all won't hear from me again.
That must be why they feel confident in having that sort of like activities up there, is because there's nowhere for you to go.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's part of it. But that,
yeah.
That's also like surprisingly like relieving as a parent, right? Like not.
What if like your kid goes missing? Like, it's pretty.
Like, she didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, like, where's she gonna go, right? Like it's like there's a hall and like some pools, right? Like, not that we were like negligent, like, don't get me wrong, we were still like watching her like a hawk, but like when I'm at like a water park or somewhere that like on land, right? Like, dude, I'm like, my anxiety is super high, but there I was like,
but it's like less fun as an adult to do stuff like that when you're like on land with your kid and you're at the zoo or you're at the water park. You're just constantly watching them and like, oh, someone could take them and just grab them in a car, God forbid, and run away. Like on a boat, at least like your kid is not going anywhere.
Also, like, we didn't get the internet stuff on it, mostly so my kid would like not be on her electronics for once, and it was wonderful.
Good.
It was wonderful.
That's awesome. That's good.
So, okay, I'll shut up about my boat heist, but I was thinking that. I've been thinking that for like 2 days now. Like, how do I rob like a few mil of diamonds off this boat? So yeah, we're gonna figure it out, man. We're gonna pay for that wedding with this.
Flerpy said, look at me, I'm the captain now. Look at me, I'm the captain now. Anyways, did you do anything besides think about robbing a cruise ship, or no, you're good?
I drank so many old fashions.
Oh man.
I drank so many old fashions. Like
You had 11 hangovers in a week.
I started to do the math one day about how much I had drank, and I stopped out of sheer, like, my own shock. And I was like, nope, we're going to stop that path right now. And I had another old fashioned to help myself forget.
Oh my god, that sounds perfect. I would definitely, the one time I went to an all-inclusive resort, I was definitely way fucked up. I mean, it was on land and it was in Mexico, but there was a lot of tequila sunrises involved, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, anything else?
That's all I did.
Nice. Well, I guess I can go through it really fast. I know that the show notes has like a bunch of junk that I just wrote, but I'm not gonna like go over it. So I got my Troll Heritage armor, which is pretty cool. That was like 2 weeks ago. That was the week before last. I like it. It was cool. And the quest line was really neat. It was kind of long, although I felt like it went really fast because I enjoyed it. Like some people were like, oh, this is kind of long and it's like a lot of steps, but I liked it. You get introduced to like some new Loa, which are pretty cool. There's like this brother and sister Loa pair that you help out, and they're pretty neat. And then I kind of role played it. I used like a dire horn mount and dire horn pets and stuff. Like I went really troll with it. And I like the heritage armor. Actually, Gershom has it on right now. So the headpiece is kind of weird. It's like this mask that you put on over your face, over like the bottom half of your face, and then it's like this weird like windsock that hangs down. I don't know. Like I'm gonna post a picture of it eventually, but
Windsock?
it looks like a windsock. I can't
A
tell you.
windsock?
No, like a windsock. You know a windsock? Like where like, you know what a windsock is, right? Like
I do, but I'm like doubting that this is what this thing actually looks like.
Okay, I'm gonna have to post a picture for you. I don't have one available right now. So like I switched off to the voodoo mask from the trading post, like the blood hunter mask or whatever, that looks better. But this thing's weird. It looks like a windsock. You get a red one and a black one though. There's actually 2 colors on this one, which is neat because a lot of the heritage armors only come with like 1 color, except for the Magheart Orc came with like 3 colors. And this one comes with 2. It comes with like a red one and a black one. Looks pretty cool, except for this weird like windsock that hangs off your nose. So don't get too excited, Flerpy, but I'll send you a picture of my windsock eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna like that. And then and then so the Harbinger quest line opened up. This was also last week. This is kind of, you know, backtracking a little bit. So you hook up with like Alleria and Khadgar, and he's like, oh, go get me this dark heart thing, and she's like, oh yeah, I'll be back, bitch, I'm gonna have that. And then you do this whole thing where like she has to like conquer all these like memories. And so at the time, like I said, this was a couple weeks ago, so at the time it was sort of annoying because like everybody was doing it, and it was really strange because you know how like everything's kind of universally taggable in the world these days. So like if an Alliance player tags something, you can still tag it, or like Horde and Alliance can tag the same target. So they had actually removed that for some reason. And so I was dealing with these like huge raids of like Alliance players because I was playing I was doing on Gershom, and these like huge mobs of Alliance players were coming and like AoEing down these mobs that you have to kill for the quest target, and they were just doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And I kind of kept rage quitting. I was just like, well, I'm gonna quit. I'll come back. Maybe I'll come back at like, 2 in the morning when no one's on or whatever. And so then one time I just sort of jumped back on. It wasn't 2 in the morning. It was like regular time, dinner time or whatever. And I jumped back on, and like absolutely no one was there. And so I was kind of posting the joke, that like, oh, I think like the daycare closed and all the kids had to get offline or something. And so the Horde could actually come in and do what they had to do, because I jumped on like the 18th time I tried to do it, and like no one was there. So I'm figuring either, like I said, the daycare closed, or Blizz came and said, hey, stop that, and kicked them all off. So, because they were being really, really obnoxious. I mean, it was taking hours and hours and hours, and there were these huge groups of like Alliance players just murking down these mobs that you needed for the quest. So finally got it done, got the Harbinger quest line done. That's all done. And then, you know, you have to fight like the bad Tyrellian. This is all sort of like story beat stuff, I guess. And Alleria's like, oh no, it's Zaloteth telling me that Tyrellian's bad, and she still can't like kill him, just the vision of him. She's like, Zaloteth, I know it's you. And Zaloteth's like, yeah, well, come kill your man then. And Alleria was like, no, I can't. And then of course the Locust Walker shows up and kind of breaks her down, and he's like, you're unbalanced, you know. And he tells her like, oh, my world was destroyed by like a demon lord, and we were hearing the Radiant song first. And Alleria was like, oh my god, do you think that what Zaloteth is gonna do to Azeroth? And he's like, I most definitely think that's what's gonna happen, and I know you're crazy, but you know what, even though you're crazy, you're kind of cool, and I think everything in you is gonna be part of the solution, you know, like your love for your family and stuff like that. So that's kind of where we're at with Alleria. You know, she's confused and she's upset, and she's kind of separated herself from her family because of her fear of like the void taking over like her mind, and she's afraid she's gonna hurt someone. And the Locust Walker was basically like, I don't think so. I think your love for your family and your fear of the void kind of all come together, and I think you're gonna do just fine. Which is good, because I was really hoping that Blizz wasn't gonna make us fight another Windrunner sister, because we did that with Sylvanas. It was kind of old. So not sure entirely where that's gonna go, but you know, I don't think any of us are, but I thought it was pretty cool. And then I jumped into Pandaria, and that was just what I've been doing. I mean, I'm not gonna like gush on and on about it because I don't want the episode to be too long, but it's really good. Like, I've already started getting some mounts and some transmogs and stuff, and I'm like just shy of level 30. So that opened today's Sunday, May 19th. That opened on the Thursday, and you start at 10, and I'm like 30. I'm like one quest away from 30, which I think is pretty cool. So the leveling is pretty fast. I know lots and lots of people who have 70s. You can run dungeons, you can do all this stuff. It's pretty cool. You just basically buy like toys and mounts and mogs, all with this universal currency of bronze. And am I still here? Oh gosh, I hope.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I didn't hear my mic beep. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, just running around Pandaria. Like, I only did Pandaria once for Lore Master, and I don't know if you guys remember, but Pandaria back in the day when it was current was only 85 to 90, and it's this gigantic zone. I think a lot of people were like, I hit 85 to 90 in the Jade Forest when you first start. So like, yeah, like there's a lot to be done here. There's a lot of mounts. The bronze is pretty much, you can farm it everywhere. There's like little clouds of it in the sky you can go get, and there's chests and there's bosses, and you can do the dungeons, you can do the raids, and we'll like talk a little more about that in the news. But like, it's cool that the bronze is farmable. So like, I've already bought one mount. It was like 2,200 bronze, and I'm gonna get another one. Like, it comes in very fast. And then there...
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
That's one thing I really like sort of agree with, right? Is like how quickly A, you get in there and do stuff, and B, how quickly you seem to start accumulating what the stuff you want to accumulate and work towards. Like, it doesn't feel like there's a ton of hoops to jump through to like get to the stuff. It's like a pretty quick opening quest, and you're already collecting and doing stuff, and that's, yeah. I like it. I like how they did that.
So like a couple of years ago, I had posited this question to some friends. I think like the DNR guys were part of it, and like, you know, that Discord and things like that. And I had said, like, do you guys ever think that Blizz is ever going to make any of these expansions go into like easy mode, even if it's the current expansion? So say, for example, like basically what I feel like is they did a Pandaria easy mode, right?
Yeah.
It gets really easy, and it's really fast to level. And I'm like, honestly, the system is cool. So like, the fire has cooled down a little bit for me. I don't necessarily wake up in the morning like I was on Friday and Saturday, like, yeah, I'm gonna go be a panda. So I did roll a panda. Her name is Barehug, B-A-R-E hug. So like naked hug. Because Barehug, like B-E-A-R, was taken. So I was like, oh cool, Barehug, like a naked hug. But yeah, I mean, it is kind of easy mode, but it's very enjoyable. And I think if you want to take the time to do it and play like the whole campaign, you can. And it's cool that there's rewards for all of it. So like, you get these bronze caches. Like, for instance, Gershom has Lore Master, right? He's done all the story beats. But on your time runner, which is what they call like your Pandaria character, they're called time runners. So like that achievement is different for a time runner. So like if I do all the Jade Forest things, then I get this ginormous chest of like bronze and, you know, gear and stuff and whatever. So like even though Gershom's done it, it's kind of new to my time runner. And, you know, I just think it makes it like a big incentive to do all of that and get the bronze, and you can buy all these mounts and mugs and weapons and upgrades, and it's just really cool. It's like almost a little daunting because there's a lot, and we only have 92 days left, so
that is the one thing, right?
Cool.
There feels to be like a little bit of pressure on that, because it's like
a little bit.
At some point, I mean, I don't know how quickly I'm going to be able to get everything I want to get and how much time I can devote to it, right, while still maintaining retail. So I do worry about, but 3 months feels like a long time, especially as we enter
like
kind of
long. It does.
Well, we're going to enter a certain lull.
We're gonna get into pre-patch, and then the expansion's gonna drop in like, you know, before Pandaria is over. So
I would definitely before it's over, right? Like I mean, we'll do some pre-patch stuff maybe, but not like the full new expansion.
Well, so when's 92 days? If it's May, June, July, August. Yeah, it might be. Maybe that's like a bit of a hint for us. Like maybe Pandaria is gonna end before the expansion comes out, because people were saying like late summer. So maybe they won't coincide. And either way, I think overall it's a blast. I give it an 11 out of 10. I'm having a really great time. You know, my login was smooth. It's cool to see like the old characters. And, you know, even though I did it for Lore Master, I kind of did blow through that. And that was several years ago. And over the years, obviously, like I've gotten more into the lore and stuff. So it's making even more sense now. So I think that's cool. It's kind of an easy mode. I get to see the lore. I think it's fun. I haven't even actually done anything on Gershom. I think before, so between Tuesday and Thursday, I got him his heroics. I got him his vault or whatever, and he's just sitting there, and I've just been playing Barehug the whole time. So I really like it.
How are you already fully leveled on Barehug? I'm sorry, you may have said that.
No,
okay.
She's like 30. She's just shy of 30.
Okay.
That's the crazy thing, is like between kids and work, like I just play at night, but still to go from 10 to 30 in like 2 days. That's still pretty cool. Yeah, it's still pretty fast. So
I didn't know how fast the leveling actually was. I know they said they were going to speed it up, so I haven't.
You probably do like 4 or 5 quests and you get a level. Oh, like I'll play one session a couple hours and get like 2 or 3 levels.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, and there's no rest XP. Like you can't rest. There's some other things that you don't have, but it's just it's fun. It's a lot of gear, and you get like a lot of those. So people were saying like. They were saying like, if you want to be a warlock, but you want to have tank abilities. So what that is like these little like gems and like abilities that you get that you can socket into your gear. So like I'm running around and I'm able to like blink like a mage because of one socket that I put into something. And then the other one has like a rain of fire that automatically procs like every so often, so like, I don't know, it's neat. It's like neat really to cool. See my hunter do other things that they can't do. So I think it's fun. And I think honestly, my honest to God feedback at this moment would be I would love to see one of these for like every expansion. I mean, Classic's great. And I appreciate that like Classic has the things that people want to go back and see Classic. But like if they did one of these for like Shadowlands where I was like barely paying attention, I think that'd be bitchin'. So I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea overall.
But Bent says no. Bent says no to the fun that is Pandamonium. You're not doing it.
Never, but I just like everyone's gonna do it, and I don't mod. I don't really give a shit about it.
You don't care about mounts. I mean, I don't really care about mounts and mods that much, but like, I don't know.
That's my jam though. That's like the thing I like to do. So you see, it's everyone. It's every panda for themselves. And I assumed you rolled a panda, and then you told me it was a troll. Was it a dark spirit troll or is Zandalari troll?
Zandalari.
Of course.
Yeah, they're cool.
So I was gonna do a Zandalari or a panda, and then I just looked at the panda. I'm like, oh, she's really cute. Little thickums. She's kind of cute, and wobbling around with her little tail hanging out. She looks all right. So, do you guys want to jump into the news?
Yeah, let's go to the news.
All right, motherfuckers, let's go.
Time for WoW News, motherfuckers.
All right, y'all. I think we just talked to death about Pandamonium, but if you're interested in Pandamonium stuff, we have a link in the show notes. I think we can move on from Pandamonium. So we had a pretty fun drop telling us that regarding Battle for Azeroth, Mythic GHUUN and Mythic NZOTH are now soloable. I have not tried this yet. I feel a little sad because I still cannot solo Mythic Kil'jaeden. So I don't know how like mechanics work into this, or if you can just go in and slap these guys on the top of their head. I haven't tried it yet. Have you guys? Do you care? You haven't tried?
Have not tried yet, but probably will try soon.
Yeah, or maybe it might take like a few guys, because like I was hearing with like Kil'jaeden too, if I just had like, you know, one other person with me, maybe like we could knock him down fast enough where he doesn't get his like thing off. And that sounded gross, but whatever.
His little tail that he's running around with. Hey,
I know, it's like, and he's jumping all over in the circles and stuff. Anyways, yeah, so we'll see, you know, let us know. And then there's an ALLERIA short story. So we were talking a little bit about ALLERIA. There was actually a short story about that. And like I said, all these links are in the show notes. I actually provided a link that Flerpy, your boy NOBBEL, reads it out loud.
God, he's so fast. Slow down, bro. Slow down.
Yeah. No, he did pretty good, and I love his voice. So I'm definitely gonna listen to that. I didn't have time to try it, but like if not, you can just like, I went to Google and I was like, oh, ALLERIA short story. I think it's called like Whispers of Awakening or something like that, because I'm so professional I didn't write it down. But there's definitely like an ALLERIA short story where she's like in Silver Moon and all this stuff. So because remember, she was like banned from Silver Moon, she was like banned from the Sunwell and stuff like that. So I don't know what's gonna go on with that. I am definitely looking forward to reading that. And then actually that short story is part of a book that I'm not sure if it's out yet or it's coming out, but it's called the Voices Within short story collection. And there's some, so who's on the cover? We got like Thrall and ALLERIA and like some other characters are on there. I think like the Goblin dude, the Goblin leader is on there. What's his name? Like, oh my god.
Gallywix? Or...
Yeah. No, not the fat one. The other one. The cool one. Never mind.
It's I know who you're talking about. It's
Gazlo.
Gazlo, yeah.
Yeah,
Gazlo
him. And a few other characters that I think we're gonna get introduced to in the War Within. Like there's some other characters that like, short of like doing spoiler alerts, I'm not going to talk too much about them, but like the cover looks pretty cool. And I think you have to pre-order it right now, but it's like short story collection. So that ALLERIA short story is going to be in there. And then there's going to be some other short stories. So that should be pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So Moira, so I did make a note. So Moira and Anduin are on the cover. And then there's this other character that we don't really know who she is. But we've had some like peeks, like she's called Lamplighter Lothar, which is interesting because we all know the last name Lothar. So she's one of those the people who live with the crystal sun that were like the Earthor, the air, you know, the ones that Lothar was part of, like the last human kingdom or whatever. Like, so she's one of them. So that's pretty cool. And then what else? I think there's like, I think almost all the tier sets have been revealed, and from what I hear, they're actually also, so this is for War Within, they have been in the Wowhead dressing room. So you can go check out your tier sets for your tier 1. For your tier 1 tier sets, you can try them on in the Wowhead dressing room. I'm not going to post all of them because, you know, it's subject to change, and I think that's pretty cool. So I looked at Warlock, Hunter, Rogue, and Mage. I don't know why I looked at Mage because I don't play a Mage, but Warlock, Hunter, Rogue, those are like my mains. So they look pretty neat. And like, like I said, I'm not going to post them all for story. And also like, you know, Blizz was like, oh, these are subject to change. So I'm like, why hype about it too much? And then moving back into the kind of remix, the Mists of Pandaria remix. So all Mist raids are on a daily lockout, which is cool enough if you're playing remix. But what they actually did is that for the duration of the remix, which is 92 days at this time of recording. Dragonflight characters can do that too, but only the mist raids. So like if there's something you're dying to get, like, oh, the shoulders of Mannoroth or whatever they're called from like GARROSH, your Dragonflight tunes can run that every day for the next 92 days. And so can your remix characters. I think that's pretty cool if there's something that or like Horadon drops in in one of the raids. Like there's mounts, you go kill Horadon, you get like a big old blue Triceratops or whatever. You can do that every day now instead of once a week. So neat. So go if you have things that you're trying to get in Pandaland out of Pandaland raids for the next 92 days, that is runnable daily. I think that's really neat.
So can I ask a stupid question?
No such thing as a stupid question. Go ahead, Bo.
That's gonna be a stupid one, and I should know this. But like, so how do raids work in the Pandemonium stuff? Do you know? Like, is it like a set? Like, I don't know. There was, and we talked about it once, and I don't have the old notes anymore. So like, they're dropping every week, like a few of them come out, but that might have changed. Like, to be honest, I can't tell you because things change so often. So before the remix came out, they were like, oh, here's a schedule, you're gonna do this one and that one and that one, and then they're all gonna be heroic. And now I'm not sure, because I go and read the news from day to day, and it's all kind of like, we just blew it up and now you can do it every day. So really, yeah, there's some links in the show notes though. So like, I don't know. I'll go read about it.
Better than me. I wish I could.
Well, maybe by next week I'll be able to like talk meaningfully about it, because I'll see what I can do. So
I am looking forward to you tackling meaningfully.
I might do some tackling too. You never know.
Yeah, that'll work.
But I'm pretty good at tackling these days.
International waters, bro.
No laws.
No laws. Some laws, but not those laws.
A couple, but you know.
Oh, and so then the that daily lockout will basically make it a lot easier for people to get the Bones of Mannoroth, which drops off any GARROSH except LFG, I think. So you can do normal, heroic, or mythic Siege of Orgrimmar. You can take down GARROSH and get these Bones of Mannoroth thing. I don't know if that's a guaranteed drop or a chance. I didn't look into it that deeply. So if you get 2 of those and 8,000 bronze, which is like super easy to get. I've already spent 8,000 bronze at least on like mounts and mogs and stuff in like 3 days. So it drops pretty fast. You can buy like all of his heirlooms. So that's every weapon that, that he ever had for like mog reasons. So Hellscream's Decapitator, Warbow, Barrier, Tome of Destruction, Pig Sticker, Doomblade, Warstaff, Shield Wall, Cleaver, Razor, and Warmace. So you can get all those, and the way, like I said, the way that these things are dropping and the way that you can run these raids daily now, I feel like a lot of people are just gonna get like all those things. So yeah, go get your GARROSH stuff. Did GARROSH drop like a mount, or just like, was it those shoulders that everyone wanted
shoulders.
so bad? It was the Bones of Mannoroth thing, right? Yeah.
Those shoulders are coveted.
Tusk of Mannoroth.
Yeah, the tusk.
Tusk of Mannoroth, yeah. So the bones are the currency, you're right. The Tusk of Mannoroth was like the piece. Gosh, and then what? We just have like a couple more boring little things. Not boring, let me see. So until May 30th, you can get the Eye of the Legion pet available as a Twitch drop. I think the vibe is pretty much like everyone knows what to do. You can log in to your favorite Twitch streamer. As long as you tie in your Twitch and your Battle.net accounts, you can get 4 hours watching any old streamer you want. You can AFK, you can go to sleep, leave it on. Just make sure you don't go, AFK or log off or whatever. You get 4 hours, and you get this Eye of the Legion pet. So it's like a, it's the Eye of the Legion. It's like a big green ball with like scary eye and stuff. And then I forgot to give credit to who uncovered this, but so how your warband is going to be able to have like the warband bank, and you can share gold across like all your accounts or whatever. They cap that just 1 gold short of 1 billion gold. So between all your characters, you can now have 999,999,999 gold.
Who has 999 million?
I don't fucking know.
Me.
I'm sitting at like half a million all the time. I
was happy going into Dragonflight that I organically had like 1 million gold on a couple characters.
I've had 1 million gold like once, and I was so excited. I was waiting for like an achievement to pop, and then I was like, ding! I hit 1 million, and I was like, nothing happened, and I'm like, oh, okay. But like the Longboy costs like 5 million gold. Do you guys have the Longboy?
No.
See, I don't know. I've never been a gold farmer though. I just get it when I get very organically.
Oh,
like
I thought that was like a amount you got by doing a series of like stuff within the game. Is how do you
No, it was just
can't
we
get them
can't
anymore.
now. Well, you might be able to on the black market. There's a whole thing at some
it's a black
point.
market,
And there's been like whispers of it going to the trading post. But back in the day when they had it, it was a limited thing. And it
was 5 million gold.
It was 5 million
from
gold
a vendor and
yeah.
BFA.
Yeah, but you had to do it then, and when it ended, nobody can buy it now. So there's a few people that have it.
Slide Whistle has one, I think. Shout out to Slide Whistle. I think I know. Right now I'm sitting at like 500,000 gold, and I'm so proud of myself. I've been working myself into the goddamn ground over here with my single mom ass, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pay $20 for my sub this month instead of using gold. So yeah, I still don't have the expansion though. Crowdfund me at Gershom. No, I'm just kidding. I don't
have it either yet.
I don't have it. I will though.
I just realized like there's no reason for me to pre-buy it because I have all the boosts still from pre-orders. Like I have all the characters.
Yeah.
There's like no
if I
reason.
get it, I'm gonna get like the basic one, maybe with just like the 1 upgrade or whatever. I still have an upgrade sitting from buying this one. I could upgrade anyone to 60. So like maybe I'll do that for a heritage armor, but most of the heritage armors I kind of want to see the quests. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, you get like a boost and some extra time or something. I'm definitely gonna buy like the easy one. I mean, it would be cool to get all the art books and stuff. That's just not my jam. Like at this time, especially for costing all that extra money. And I know you're getting married and stuff, so definitely, probably, I'm sure money is like an issue. Not an issue, but you know what I mean. Something you could save for your wedding.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never.
Wouldn't your wife love that? Like, sorry, I bought the expansion instead. No, getting married in Italy, $100 is not going to cause a big deal.
Wedding gift to your wife.
I know. Like, hey, guess what? I won't bother you forever. Let's just buy this thing for myself. Okay, and then just a couple more things, and then we'll move on to the next drink of the week. Fuck yeah. But first, real fast, we got the Murgle pack. This is like, you get some cool Murgle stuff. You get the Mercastraza pet. If you already had that. So like these packs, like if you already have them, they adjust the price. This is pretty cool though. You get like a baby Murloc in a backpack. I already have that guy. And then you have the Mercmorpher toy where you can turn into a Murloc for like 10 minutes or so. You run around, you look like a Murloc. And then there's the Mercastraza pet, which is like this funny mix between like a red dragon baby with like Alexstrasza horns, but it's also like a Murloc. It's pretty cute. And then you get the green Snugglefin Murloc Romper, which is basically like pajamas. It's like a giant onesie, and you can run around and look like a Murloc, and it has a happy face and an angry face. So you basically get 2 jammies. And I guess if you woke up in a good mood, you can wear the happy one. Woke up in a bad mood, you can wear the angry one. So yeah, Murloc jammies. I think that's cute.
I like it.
Then, yeah, I know, I love it. I think it's pretty cute, but I don't, like, once again.
Wow, Grandma's gonna scoop those because she loves Warlock.
Wait, who?
Wow, Grandma. I don't know who Wow Grandma is?
I mean, somewhat, yes. I'm pretty sure they already scooped it up. Actually, I don't know if you guys follow Hyrena, but she's, her tag on Twitter right now is Hyrena, a Murloc in disguise. So now she doesn't need to be in disguise. She can wear Murloc jammies and just run around and be a Murloc.
Give it to us as a race already. Come on now.
Oh, you want to play a Murloc?
I would play a Murloc in a second.
I think a lot of people in the community would.
I'd play a fucking Murloc, no question.
This is off the rails a tiny bit, but when I was doing Lore Master in Northrend, a long time ago, and you do that one where you go find the guy and it's actually like a human in a Murloc suit, and he gives you like the translator and stuff, and you go talk to the Murlocs.
It's in Northrend. It's in it's in
Borean Tundra. It's in Borean Tundra, yeah. So
you have to kill 10 orcas to get their steaks. I remember the quest line.
yes, okay, you know the one I'm talking about. So like when you get the little translator box and you earn their trust or whatever, Murlocs be spitting like mad rhymes, like mad poetry. They're like, once upon an earthen evening when the sky was just becoming dusk. And you're like, what the fuck? Murlocs talk like this? And like all we're hearing is like, wow, 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 wow. And like apparently they're spitting mad rhymes. So
could you
intelligent.
sorry, could you do that Murloc impersonation one more time for me?
Wow, 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 wow.
That was something. That was a thing.
It was a thing. That should be the episode title. Wooly, listen. Wow. Speaking of races who say weird things, this is the last part of the news. So there's some new backpacks. This is just kind of funny. I thought it's kind of a spoiler alert, but the kobolds and the earthen theme backpacks are going to be in the War Within. We don't really talk a whole lot about the War Within stuff, but there's these pretty cool backpacks that have like candles like sticking out of the top of them, and I'm like, as long as you don't burn my hair, that's cool. Now the kobolds can't take your candle because you have them in your backpack. So yeah.
Okay, now I'm thinking, right? So if we got kobolds and Murlocs,
wait, you're thinking that's kind of dangerous.
Hold on, I got a thought. If we got kobolds and Murlocs as playable races, which would go Alliance and which would go Horde?
Horde would definitely get kobolds and
yeah,
Alliance.
Horde would definitely get kobolds.
Okay, I didn't know if we were going to disagree on that, but I think that's the obvious, kobolds.
But no, because the earthen are hordes. They're horde dwarves. And you do run into more kobolds when you're doing... I've only played a few Alliance characters, but when you go into that, like, where you take that tunnel from, like, the snowy place where they start, and then you go into the other place, and there's... Never mind, I'm sounding really dumb.
No, I didn't know when you're in the dwarf,
Yeah. Like when you roll a dwarf and you go into the nice place.
And then when you... Yeah. But... there's not Murlocs, but I will say outside of Stormwind, there's both kobolds and Murlocs outside of there. I don't know. I just feel like Murlocs got a little bit more alliance-y to them, right? Like they just feel like it. I don't know why.
Murlocs. Oh, so Murlocs and kobolds.
Yeah. So Murlocs would be alliance and kobolds would be horde, right? I mean, that's where I feel, but I don't know.
Oh, I misunderstood. I misheard the question. I was jumping ahead. I thought you were talking about like the earthen. Anyways, I don't know, dude. I kind of just, because I'd want to be a Murloc, like you said, I wish like the horde, but like no matter who gets Murlocs, I would definitely roll one. That would just do the game. The whole game would crack. This would be like everyone just logged on all at the same time to roll a Murloc. Like, oh my god, it would be so fun.
I want to be a Murloc so bad. Yeah,
Blizz, listen. You were just on the open seas for 7 days, and you were drunk as fuck. You were probably about as humanly close to a Murloc as you could possibly be.
I mean, I made that Murloc sound many times.
I made it twice.
I mean, over the last week I made it. I'm not making it now.
As long as your head wasn't hung over the deck or your toilet, and wow, 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 wow. You're good. Would you guys like to move on to the mixed drink of the week? Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, it's time for the mixed drink of the week. Let's go.
It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
All right, we are on the other side of that mixed drink of the week bumper. Before I forget, I'm gonna go ahead and do the disclaimer. I am not doing it fast like Willie does because I just don't do that. Thrall's Balls podcast is not responsible for anything stupid or otherwise that you might do while under the influence of the mixed drink of the week. So as a reminder, I was tasked with the mixed drink of the week this week, and I did the Zandalari. Would you guys like to guess what is in the Zandalari? It's actually like a mixed drink. It's not a shot, so.
I can go first.
Go ahead.
All right, so you definitely did like a tropical rum, so I'm thinking like a Cruzan or Malibu rum. There's definitely like Hypnotic or Alizé or something like fruity in it. Definitely gonna have like some sort of juice. I'm gonna go with like that half pineapple, half orange juice kind of mixture that Tropicana does. And then I'm gonna say you go just with a splash of like something red, like cranberry juice or something, maybe a splash of Mountain Dew. So it's almost like a tequila sunrise, but like with rum.
Yeah.
Okay. Flerpy, what you got, hun?
Okay, I'm gonna do something like, I'm gonna stick with the rum thing. I think there's definitely like some spice rum, the tropical element. I think maybe something coconutty though, like a coconut cream or a coconut liqueur of some sort. Maybe a little bit of pineapple juice and a little like simple syrup and lime to kind of mix it up. That's where I'm going.
Okay, you guys are both really totally wrong. And there's no reason you would have ever guessed this.
How can we be wrong?
So,
both of our drinks were perfect examples of Xandalari's.
No, they're perfect drinks, and and by the way, they're better than what I made. I made one sample of this last night, and I didn't really like it. I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. So I drank it, I tried it, not gonna make it again. But here's what I made. So my reasoning behind this is, when I think of the Xandalari, as much as like the Dark Spirit Trolls are like, yeah, they're Jamaican-ish, you know, that kind of tropical theme. When I think of the Xandalari and I think of Zoldazar, I think of like those kind of pre-Columbian cultures, like Aztecs or Mayans with all those stairs, right? Like I'm kind of thinking of that, like kind of like
Okay.
Tenochtitlan, ancient South American. I know they don't necessarily talk like that, but that was visually what I was thinking. And this drink wasn't all that great. Like, you know, like I said, I finished one. But so what I did was I had read a long time ago in like a history book that the ancient pre-Columbian cultures actually invented like modern day hot chocolate. But it was like much darker. It's like a bitter chocolate, almost like a coffee. And so what I basically did was I took sweetened cocoa powder, so not like Nesquik, but like you're gonna bake with it. So you go to the baking aisle and you get like sweetened cocoa powder. And so I added like enough sweetened cocoa powder to make like a hot chocolate, but then I added like a big heaping tablespoon of like cayenne pepper to it, because this drink was supposedly originally like spicy. And so I cooked that up with milk, and then I made it cold. And then I poured it over ice, and I added Svedka jalapeno vodka to it.
You made so many poor decisions along the way there.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
like
Gersh.
I said, 5 out of 10.
There
I
were
5
so
out of
many
10.
poor decisions. Like there was places where I was like, oh, that could be good. Oh no, she went, it's way too much cayenne pepper. Oh no, that would be good. Like some vanilla vodka.
All the things you're saying. And no cotton candy
there,
vodka.
chocolate,
No,
so many.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I said vanilla. I said vanilla.
It wasn't great.
Calm down.
I said 5 out of 10. I said 5
I
out of
guess
10.
like
Wasn't great.
you replaced like Wooly as like the mad
The
scientist.
gross drink maker on the pod. For real. No
Just
shit.
rim that thing in some Cheeto dust and you got a drink.
Oh
Jesus
my god,
Christ.
for real. Hey, do you guys want to send me off though? Because right now I'm drinking this delicious go-to Monaco black raspberry. So does anyone want to send me off for that one?
I mean, I don't want to send you off for the other one. Like I refuse to
No,
participate
don't.
in
No,
that
I'm not drinking that again. I'm
catastrophe.
drinking.
Okay.
Send me off for the black raspberry Monaco though. I want to hear
Go for
it.
it, Ben. Go for it, Ben.
Over the lips, through the gums. Look out, asshole.
He knows the words now. Here we go. Delicious. Much better than the drink I made. Dumped it out.
Okay, I have
Okay.
another idea. My
The
thoughts are going.
jalapeno vodka is actually okay for like a Bloody Mary or something. So that's sitting there. And the jalapeno vodka is actually okay as a shot. Like it's spicy, but it's good. And it'll go like in like a margarita maybe, or you know, like a something else, but not in this. Not in this. Not like these.
Okay, Gersh, this fatality of a car wreck you just created in a drink gave me an idea, right? And this is I think the next time I do a drink, I might do this, right? I don't know if you've ever seen on TikTok the guy who does like roll for sandwich, where he makes a sandwich based on D&D rolls. Have you seen this?
No, roll for sandwich.
It's really good, right? So he'll roll a 20-sided dice and and so it's like for bread, and it'll pick the bread, and for condiments, and for the meat and the cheese and the veggies and the roughage, right? And so it ends up making a sandwich, and some of them are really good, some of them are actually horrible, right? I kind of want to do that with my drink. The next time I do a drink of the week, I'm gonna roll for drink, and I'm gonna see what horrible mess I can make. Just as sort of a fun thing.
Like salami, but with like spinach and like mustard and
right.
Well, that might be good. I don't know.
But in my case, it'll be like, jalapeno vodka and cotton candy vodka and dark rum. And,
no, hold on. The dye can only be one kind of vodka. You can't make vodka like that. I mean, I can because I'm a pro, but
it'll pick one of those, and then it'll pick like the mixer, and I don't know. I think I'm on. I don't know.
You know what? So to be fair, I actually did try and think of this. I just don't understand how these ancient pre-Columbian cultures drank that shit. But also, I think they put like the blood of their enemies into it, which might have made it taste better. So I don't know.
Gersh, I don't think pre-Columbian cultures drank, baking cocoa powder and cayenne pepper by the spoonful. I gotta be frank with you. Like, I get what you're going for there, but I think you're just like 2 steps to the left on it. So you missed it just a little bit.
Just a little bit. That's okay.
It's a good idea, though. It was a good idea.
That was the idea. Yeah.
I applaud the effort.
A for effort, yeah.
But I also applaud the absolute failure that it was.
That's why I only drank one. And like I said, the jalapeno vodka is, still in there. It's good. It's good like by itself, and it's good in a little bit of, soda or something. Or like I liked it. So afterwards I had it with like a little bit of have you ever had those michelada, those like tomato beers, like the Mexican beers? Yeah. So it's good with that. So you put a little michelada and some jalapeno vodka, and that was pretty good. That kind of washed the whole like chocolate weird taste out of my mouth. I'm not a big chocolate fan either, so I don't know why I did. And like I said, I was just thinking. Anyways, I was thinking, you don't always pay me.
You tried something. You went out there. You put yourself out there. You tried, and I applaud your bravery. So
I did. Do you guys? How long have we been recording? Shit, I feel like we've been recording
over an hour.
Do you want to cut it short, or do you want to play a tiny game, or are we good? I think maybe we should. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? It's up to you.
It's up to you.
We're over an hour, and I'm a sleepy boy, but I will happily play a game if you guys want to. But if not, I will take the leave, eat some dinner, and go to bed. So you guys call it.
Well, as it is, my kids are coming home from their grandma's in like 30 minutes, so I think maybe we'll call it a day, I guess. Unless, do you guys have like some final thoughts or anything you want to say to the swingers or anything like that? I think other than that, we can just call it a day this time.
I do want to plug one thing, and that is we have started, Ford Mad has started the campaign in Baldur's Gate 3. We have one episode out there on YouTube. You can find it if you want to. It's pretty funny. It's kind of silly, and it's off to a little bit of a, like we're figuring things out. So like, don't expect total magic right off the bat, but there's a little something happening there, and we're gonna. All of us have been out of town right over the last few weeks and into this week, but I think in the next couple of weeks we'll be doing this every week. There'll be a new episode of our campaign in Baldur's Gate. So just my little plug there.
Is that what you say to all your boasties? Like, don't expect a whole lot off the gate, but I'm gonna do good later.
Give it some time. Give it some time.
Yeah.
Let the magic work in, right?
Bentolas, you got
it's a marathon, not a sprint. Okay.
There it is. Bentolas, final thoughts.
I got no final thoughts. Just live life, be well, be safe.
There it is. I think I'm going to keep mine neutral too. I'm just going to say it's really glad to be back with you guys. I miss you guys to death. I'm so glad we got like a full, big, throbbing, veiny episode out of this one instead of my little puny 24 minutes that I was able to do by myself. So without further dudes, I guess we can go ahead and plug the show. You can find us on the Discord. By the way, join all the fun all the time. thrallsballs.com. You can click the link into the Discord. The show is at Thrallsballs Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm at Hunter Gershom, the word Hunter, GERSHOM. I'm only on Twitter at the moment. And boys, where can we follow you?
At Fleecy the Flerpy on the Twitter, and that's about it, I think, for me.
Bentolas _outlaw, I believe, is my Twitter handle that I check like every 3 months.
You said you were gonna do better, but it is what it is.
That's better. I was once every 6 months.
That's true. That's true. All right, swingers, we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. We will see you in the places. Enjoy the Panda Land. Enjoy the game. Do not enjoy that nasty ass wannabe pre-Columbian hot chocolate I made. I would not recommend. Other than that, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Bye. We love you guys.
Is it OG Iron Fur bad? Is it OG Iron Fur bad?
Wait, what?
Is an OG Iron Fur bad?
Oh
The
God,
original
no. Okay, no, it was better than the Iron Fur. No, it's definitely better.
Like even when Wooly, who is the man with the iron stomach, as I like to call him, was just like no, but like that's how you know a drink is bad.
When he did the cement mixer one too, I think.
Yeah, what was this cement mixer one supposed to be?
The Unholy Death Knight, I think.
He did like the little cement. That's right. He forgot about the curdling effect or something.
Yeah, he was like, he forgot that when you mix lime juice and rum chata or something. God, I don't, anyways.
He literally made a cement mix. I forgot about that.
Oh, so gnarly. Anyways, all right, swingers, I think we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. We love you guys. Be good. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Later. Have a good night.
Bye.